In 1902, the United States was stepping boldly into the 20th century. From the birth of major companies and institutions to historic firsts in sports, medicine, and entertainment, 1902 marked the beginning of many American traditions that still endure today. The very first Rose Bowl football game was played on January 1st in Pasadena, California. It featured a matchup between the University of Michigan and Stanford University. Michigan dominated the game, winning 49-0 before it was stopped early. This first game planted the seeds for what would become one of college football's most celebrated traditions. On February 21st, Dr. Harvey Cushing performed his first brain surgery, marking a turning point in American medical history. He would go on to become known as the father of modern neurosurgery. Cushing introduced groundbreaking techniques that made brain operations safer and more precise, and his legacy continues in the field of neurological medicine today. The American Automobile Association, or AAA, was established on March 4th in Chicago. It was created by 9 motor clubs to support drivers and improve road conditions. At a time when cars were still a novelty, AAA played a key role in advocating for better roads and safer travel. Today, it remains a trusted name in roadside assistance and travel services. Recollection Road is proud to partner with LEGACYBOX. If you've considered preserving your family's memories, then watch until the end of this video to see how LEGACYBOX can help you do it. On March 10th, a U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that Thomas Edison was not the true inventor of the movie camera. The decision credited French inventor Louis Le Prince and others with earlier contributions. Edison had long been seen as the father of motion pictures due to his patents. This ruling, however, reshaped how the history of cinema was understood. Tally's Electric Theater opened its doors in Los Angeles on April 2nd, becoming the first full-time movie theater in the United States. It showcased short films to paying audiences and proved the popularity of moving pictures. Owned by Thomas Talley, it sparked a trend that would lead to the modern movie industry. The Electric Theater helped bring cinema into everyday American life. On April 7th, the Texas Oil Company was formed, which would later become known as Texaco. The company began in Beaumont, Texas, during the state's oil boom. Texaco quickly expanded and became a major player in the petroleum industry. It eventually grew into a global brand, recognized by its iconic star logo. James Cash Penney opened his very first store, the Golden Rule Store, on April 14th in Kemmerer, Wyoming. His philosophy was to treat customers as he would want to be treated. This small store would eventually grow into the national retail chain J.C. Penney. It became a staple of American shopping malls for much of the 20th century. On May 15th, inventor Lyman Gilmore reportedly achieved powered flight in a steam-powered aircraft. Though poorly documented, his claim predates the Wright brothers' famous flight by over a year. Gilmore's work showed the experimental spirit of the early aviation pioneers. His story remains a curious footnote in the race to the skies. On June 24th, George Dayton founded the Goodfellow Dry Goods Store in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This modest department store would eventually evolve into Target Corporation. Dayton built his business on service and community trust. Over time, it became one of America's most recognizable retail chains. On June 28th, the United States purchased the French concession to build the Panama Canal for $40 million. This deal set the stage for one of the most ambitious engineering projects in history. The canal would revolutionize global trade by connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. It also symbolized America's growing international influence. On August 9th, Edward VII and his wife Alexandra were crowned King and Queen of the United Kingdom in a grand ceremony at Westminster Abbey in London. The event had originally been planned for June 26, but it was abruptly postponed when the king became seriously ill with an abdominal abscess that required immediate surgery. President Theodore Roosevelt made history on August 22nd by becoming the first U.S. president to ride in an automobile. His short ride was a symbol of the nation's shift toward modern technology. Roosevelt embraced progress and helped usher in the age of the motor car. The moment marked a new era of transportation in America. On October 2nd, The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter was published commercially by Frederick Warne & Company. After initially self-publishing the story, Potter's charming tale and illustrations became an instant hit, marking the start of her legendary career in children's literature. The 1902 anthracite coal strike ended on October 23rd, after nearly 5.5 months of work stoppage. The settlement came following intervention by President Theodore Roosevelt, who helped broker a deal through an independent commission. Miners returned to work shortly afterward, and the commission later granted them a wage increase and shorter hours. On November 18th, Brooklyn toymaker Morris Mitchum named a new stuffed animal the Teddy Bear in honor of President Theodore Roosevelt. The name came from a popular cartoon showing Roosevelt sparring a bear during a hunting trip and refusing to kill it. The toy became an instant hit with children across the country, and it remains a beloved classic over a century later. Recollection Road loves to recommend LEGACYBOX because we both believe in preserving the past. If you have a cluttered closet with cherished home videos and photos that rarely see the light of day, then you need to visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection. These irreplaceable heirlooms are rapidly fading away, and they deserve to be digitized and shared with family and friends. And right now, LEGACYBOX is offering you $9 tape transfers. The process is simple. Send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS tapes, camcorder tapes, and pictures. Their team will professionally digitize everything by hand, right here in the USA. You'll get the originals returned to you, along with organized digital copies. I love LEGACYBOX because it makes all my favorite memories available anytime. I can post them on social media or pull up a slideshow on my TV, which keeps special family moments alive. Visit LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to shop their $9 tape sale. That's LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to unlock this incredible offer. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt and sign up for the newsletter. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.